Even before Nelly and Murphy Lee dropped Air Force Ones, footwear has been synonymous with hip-hop and pop culture. Whether it be throwback Nikes or retro Adidas or Air Force Ones or even Sauconys and red bottoms and Balenciagas, having on the freshest and latest kicks has always been of the utmost importance. But your shoe game is nothing until you've tried on these. I am here at CES in Las Vegas, Nevada, checking out the latest in virtual and augmented reality and what's new and great in this technologically advanced and innovative field. And this new company, Cybershoes, is releasing something that is absolutely changing the game with a new virtual reality accessory, changing footwear as we know it. Hip Hop MD, Hip Hop Science. I'm here with Michael Biegenmeyer. How you doing today?
Awesome.
He is the CEO, the founder, the creator of Cybershoes. This is your second or third time here at CES now?
A second time. We're so proud to come back with the product now. Last year we just had the prototype. It was a cool media hype around it, so we were kind of under pressure to bring it.
You have a virtual reality accessory. It's one of a kind. There's really nothing like it on the market. It gives people a really great immersive experience. Can you tell us a little bit about the development of this product?
One day I was too lazy again to get into the treadmill, so I sat down in front of the computer and just put on the Cybershoes that were somehow like these Cybershoes today, and I realized, oh my god, I can walk while being sat down. It's not logical at all, but it's like bike.
Seems pretty intuitive, right? Like you want to be comfortable while you're immersed into your game, right?
Yes. You're just with the whole body in the game. That's what we're trying to give to the people. It's like being the character of the game.
Tell us a little bit about your favorite brand of shoes.
It's got to be the Jordan.
Are you big into virtual reality? Do you do a lot of gaming yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm big, but I have been in virtual reality.
You've partaken in the virtual reality space. Tell us about your experience using the Cybershoes.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just thinking the other day when I'm playing VR, I sometimes try to stand up and walk around, move my feet as I'm going forward. So it's interesting that someone's out there trying to address that issue.
First time here at CES?
First time.
What have you seen so far that's been the most interesting?
Actually, I think these shoes have been pretty interesting. The VR shoes, those are pretty cool.
Tell us a little bit about kind of that immersive experience. Did it feel different than anything you tried before?
Felt a lot more immersive than any of the other VR products I've used so far. Feels like you're actually part of the game. It moves at the speed that your feet are moving, which is interesting, so it kind of keeps the illusion going. My hobby is actually shoemaking, so...
We're in Cybershoes and we got a shoemaker on camera. My God, what a perfect match. Even from last year when you guys showcased these here at CES, you guys have gone through some new changes, some new innovations that you have in this model of the shoes. Can you tell us about some of the new changes in the current Cybershoe model?
We put on some grips that give you better turning experience so you can turn faster. Activity tracking, because we realized that this is something very interesting. I mean, you have been playing for 2 hours maybe, and then
and probably doing like wearing yourself out, right? It's a pretty good workout.
And then you say, oh my gosh, I did 5 miles.
So tell us a little bit about your shoe game. What type of shoes do you like to wear? What brands of shoes?
Well, right now I'm wearing some pretty uncomfortable dress shoes, but I'm always rocking Vans.
Have you heard about Cybershoes before you came here to CES?
No, actually I haven't. It was awesome. Felt like I was in the game, super immersive. I couldn't even hear people around me talking.
I'm a heavy gamer, do an esports and video game show, and so we're always talking about VR, what's the next step, and mobility is one of the main ones.
How do you see this application compared to the treadmills, right? Because this is supposed to give you that immersive experience, but in a obviously more confined space, you have a little bit more freedom of movement.
I mean, you talk about footprint, right? I mean, this being literally attached to you is just much smaller, much more convenient. So, like I said, I think it's definitely a step in the right direction.
What are some new trends that you kind of see within the virtual reality or augmented reality space that you maybe want to dive in a little bit further on?
I've been always interested very much in haptic gloves and also how you're input, because for gaming this is not the big issue, but when you go into augmented reality, it's always how can I input text. I think this is one of the big issues that are still open and kind of holding back augmented reality.
I got to actually like move around in the VR space without actually using my thumbs.
Yeah.
Which is like pretty cool.
Yeah. Are you big into virtual reality gaming?
Oh, I do my exercise in VR every single morning.
This guy is an expert already. You exercise in VR?
Yeah.
Tell us a little about your shoe game. What are your favorite pairs of shoes?
Golly, it's tough to find shoes when you got special feet. So,
Oh, you have special feet? But how special are your feet?
well, no matter how special they are, these shoes work just fine.
I was in a chair, but as I was moving around, it felt like I was actually walking.
Walking in your environment, right? It's kind of crazy.
I don't know how, but it just completely alters your senses. It makes it even that more immersive. And it was a big difference. Like, come on, you usually use the sticks to move around, but this time you're literally running around, running back, going. You're really immersed in the experience.
Yeah.
But you have to get used to it a little bit. Once you do, it's game changing.
And one of the things I found pretty cool about this shoe that actually helps out you physically is the fact that it limits like motion sickness, correct?
While we are performing like motions that are similar to walking, your head is like shaking, it's like banging right, left, up, down. So this is like exactly the movements you have when you're walking. So the inner ear gets the same sense. For people who are having like problems with their legs and multiple sclerosis and after strokes, we did some experiments. It's not really medical experiments, but we have seen like with friends and other people that they really enjoyed it. If some medical scientists are reaching out to us, if they want to make a study, we would really appreciate that very much, because I think this would be something very helpful.
Are you big into virtual reality gaming world at all?
Yes, huge. I've been following VR since its inception. I own a Vive. I own Windows Mixed Reality.
There's an expert right here. I met the right man. Tell us a little bit about your experience utilizing this VR footwear.
So it actually was pretty cool. They strapped me in, sat down. It actually worked pretty well. It gets rid of a lot of the nausea because you're actually moving your feet.
We didn't get it on video, but you had intense experience here with the Cybershoes. Lots of balance here a little bit. You're really into the game. I can tell you're really into it.
I was trying to back away from the robots that were trying to kill me. Yeah, backed away a little too fast. Experience was enough to suck you in.
Yeah.
To the point where I literally pushed myself backwards.
You literally walked all over it. You're a Merrill fan, huh?
I like these Merrells because they are waterproof.
Ooh, waterproof and comfortable. You can walk around all CES and not have any foot problems. Comfortable Merrills, the doctor's orders right there. There's so much great innovation that's going on in this space, and companies like Cybershoes are really taking gaming to another level. Immersion and inclusion right now, as far as your physical abilities within a virtual reality space, is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Michael, for your time and for dropping some knowledge on Cybershoes. Everybody needs to step their shoe game up.
Like I talk it, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it.
Hey,
walk it like I
Cybershoes,
talk it.
baby.